If you have TDS, Tucker Derangement Syndrome, positive, that is, if you can see nothing that this man ever does that is boneheaded, stupid, ill-conceived, unplanned, monumentally nuts, if that is not within your mental capacity, please, please don't watch this. I'm telling you. If you are a Tucker acolyte, if you believe that somehow he, along with others, was sent to this planet to impart upon us his brilliance, and that he is incapable of making the most dunderheaded of ill-conceived, unplanned moves, if you are not able to even broach that subject, please do not watch this. If, however, you believe in political realism, strategy, psephology, the study of elections, the study of human behavior, branding, all of that. If you really want to attack this, irrespective of any toadyism or bootlicking, obsequious, fawning, lickspittle, fealty to Tucker Carlson, then listen to this. Because I want to brutally, honestly, actually tell you how stupid this interview was, how unnecessary it was, how it was just, it shows an obstinacy, an unforced error. But first, I'm just warning you, because there's much about him that is to be respected, and I've always been a fan of. But when this guy blows it, he just blows it. On the heels of the Ray Epps case, but I don't want to get too far ahead of this. Please like this video. I'm warning you, you don't have to watch this, but if you want to hear something different, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit this little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And more importantly, before we do anything, make sure you listen to this word, this important word from our sponsor. Okay, let me begin by saying this. I have always been a fan of Tucker Carlson. I think he is on Fox, and this isn't saying a lot, but he was the smartest presenter, commentator, member, whatever you want to call it, without a doubt. His take was brilliantly crafted. The prose was artfully snarky, head and shoulders above anybody. The other retinue, the coterie, the coven of dunderheads are easy to surpass, but he was supreme, superior. Okay? Let me just get that out of the way, because people today, in particular, especially the monumentally childish consumers of news and opinion, they get very provincial, very, very parochial about the people they like. These are Tucker's their boyfriend. It's like your favorite Beatle, Ringo, George, it's Tucker. Oh. And whatever he does is just over the top in terms of this fawning adulation. Again, I'm not saying it's not anything short of great, but I'm an adult. I don't drool and salivate over anyone. Over somebody on TV. I don't love Trump or hate Biden. I'm objective. This is politics. This is my country we're talking about. I don't do this. But that's news to other people. Of all the things that Tucker Carlson could have done, interviewing Andrew Tate was the most stupid, ill-conceived, monumentally, I think it's obstinacy. I think it was about him. I think we're learning a lot about him. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. And in this mood of sound of freedom, trafficking, anti-trafficking, moms for freedom, ladies for liberty, friends of justice, all this. I mean, we are up. And thank God. I think it's going to have a little bit of overkill, but we are being oversaturated with every conceivable aspect and discussion regarding pedos or pedos and this sick, trans. Okay, fine. Again, better that than what we have been doing, which has been nothing. So here's what he does. He decides in the middle of this world focus on this, where everybody's coming after Caviezel and Sound of Freedom and whether this is a conspiracy theory, he picks somebody who comes across as one of the most singularly obnoxious human beings ever, accused, presumed innocent, even if it's not in this country, accused of a host of trafficking, grooming, whatever it is, provides, 2.5 hours? What a platform for this man to basically make his case for no reason, losing half, at least losing people who are saying, what are you doing? And the reaction from the TDS, from the positive Tucker derangement syndrome, well, that's his right. He can do whatever he wants. It's up to him. Nobody's saying that it's not his right. Oh, it doesn't matter. Don't talk about him. This is what it's down to. It's weird. That's my boyfriend. That's Tucker. Don't say anything. It's okay. He can do it. He's smart. I trust him. I love him. Oh, my God. Cult of personality is one thing. This is nuts. Why, of all the people, why are you talking to this guy? Because he can. I know he can. I don't want to see Tucker deplatformed or any of that stuff. I believe in a free exchange of everything. I'm talking about his strategy. Here's what you could have done, Tuck. Here's what you could have done. Imagine this. He can go anywhere he wants. Studio audience. But a studio audience where the audience is apparently, you can see, maybe of young people by virtue of the shadows, because it will be silhouetted, lights turned down to prevent and to hide, prevent their identity and to hide their identity, thus providing yet another focus of seriousness, this grave seriousness. And you could have, if you want to spend 2 hours, have these people talk about what they went through and have Tucker say, these victims of child predation, sexual abuse, human trafficking, whatever, and to give an idea of some of the ME, the medical examiner reports, physicians' reports of internal maceration, trauma, perianal, vaginal, internal trauma, incontinence. Go through it. Explain to people what victims of abuse go through, and then look at the camera and you say, I guess this is a conspiracy theory. I guess all of these people claiming to have these documented cases of trauma, I guess they're a part of some grand conspiracy that believes in blood sacrifice and all this stuff. I guess that perhaps maybe Rolling Stone or somebody might believe that this is all contrived, that these are some part of a weird conspiracy, ghoulish cabal. You would have won over everyone. You would have bolstered your position with the literal and actual true victims of real, tenable, palpable sexual abuse, human trafficking, and the like. You would have cemented and concretized, I guess, your position with true liberty-loving, law and order, conservative, patriots, whatever. Children, you would have been basically saying, well, I guess the UN's a conspiracy theory. I guess the Department of Justice is a conspiracy theory. I guess all of these organizations from all over the world who basically have rescue missions, I guess he could have won with actual cases that are not subject to refutation, not subject to dispute, not subject to being disregarded. He could have done that. He could have done that easily. It would have been the most important thing ever. He's been futzing around for too long. He's been wasting. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's got all the money in the world. You've got this studio. You should be doing, don't do Twitter. Do your own. You've got the Rogan, and you've got, my God, who doesn't know how to do this? You're Tucker Carlson. You've got access to the greatest production minds in the world. What are you doing? These intermittent drops, minute here, 5 minutes there. Oh, it's nothing. It's mindless. I don't know the terms of if you're still under contract with Fox, or you're going to get your money. Who knows? But Andrew Tate, anytime you do an interview that you spend 50% to the rest explaining why you did it, what is this? There's an obstinacy. We're living in a world right now where there's a bunch of little boys out there trying so much to be men. And they think it's all about going out and being a kickboxer, or getting some rear naked choke, or look at my abs, look at my six pack. Look, I'm gonna threaten you. I'm gonna challenge you. Come on, let's go out. Let's fight. Let's grapple. Let's get all sweaty and roll around on the mat like men. What? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about being a man. About being a man. What is this? If I didn't know better, I'd swear that there's something else motivating this other than being a man. Just saying. Just saying. It's a little creepy and a little weird, but that's for another time. But let me tell you something right now. I don't know anymore whether anybody knows how to run an image, how to run a brand. Everybody seems to be experts as far as how not to run a beer company with the Dylan Mulvaney thing. Everybody knows that was boneheaded. What was that all about? Target, Disney, go down the list. Even DeSantis doesn't know how to do this. But there is this countervailing obstinacy on the part of people who look at politics in a very familiar, weird kind of, I don't know what the word is. They just love this. I love these people. Let's go to CPAC. Oh boy, and then name your favorite. What? What about the policy? What about the direction of the country? We don't know. But back to Tucker. This is mindless. This guy there's something, and you didn't see The Matrix? Well, I just want to stop. I just want to stop right now. And I know I'm wasting my time. Most people will say they understand exactly what I'm saying. They say, you're right. It's his right to interview whom he wants. He should not be deplatformed. Of course he should. Was it the right thing to do? No. It's just like Alex Jones did stuff that you think, why are you doing this? Do you recognize that right now you could be going in this direction? You could be, don't lose your fan base. And look what he's done with Ray Epps. I've already talked about that one. You see that video. There's just this, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. People are losing their sense of strategy and their sense of well, I'm going to leave it at that. And I recognize that this will infuriate so many of the fawning Tucker acolytes and the bootlickers. I know. But you know what? Get over it. Get over it. Grow up. Okay? Now, do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell to be notified of live streams and new videos. And please, please promote and support and follow and investigate our sponsor, Noble Gold Investments. And I just put it right there. I just put the information for you. It's a link. It's so simple. Do it. And I thank you. And now I ask you to comment as you see fit.